These late night and early mornings are going to be the death of me. Saturday morning, got the pintle hitch hooked onto the old truck here. Me and Dad are going to move a skidder and go drag a few logs. I'd planned on doing this yesterday afternoon, so I wouldn't have to get up at 5 o'clock on a Saturday morning to get around. But it rained. I was looking at a tract of timber with some people, landowners. We were walking through their timber stand marking trees, and in the midst of that, it decided to come a toad strangler and just got soaking wet, and we didn't even try to move the skidder or drag those logs just for the sake of not wanting to tear the ground up. We thought we'd give it just a little bit to kind of dry out, and it turned out to be a nice day after that, nice evening. But I'm not young, wild, and adventurous like I used to be. Unfortunately, the only good stories I have now about staying out all night is I was out until 1:30 in the morning playing pitch with a bunch of buddies of mine. And I'm sure some of you people watching know what pitch is. Some of you don't. It's a card game. There's not even any money involved. It's not even a gambling card game. It's just I can't even explain it. And I haven't been playing that long. I learned to play maybe 6 or 7 months ago. I learned to play pitch. Maybe 8, maybe last fall. And since then I've been hooked on it. And it's kind of what I call an older people's game, you know. Like a lot of the old men I drink coffee with, that's where I'm headed this morning to drink coffee. So a lot of the old men I drink coffee with, they play pitch. Well, and the guys I play pitch with on Friday nights, they're all older than me by at least, wow, 15, at least 15, 17 years, maybe more than that. They're older than me by quite a bit. So, yeah, my late nights anymore consist of playing pitch. Didn't even drink any beer. Drank water. So yeah, no awesome stories at all. But you can see kind of what the big town of Stockton looks like here in the wee hours of the morning. Of course, the sun's coming up good. It's, you know, yesterday, the day before, I believe, was the summer solstice. So we're about at the, you know, longest days of the year. We're right there at that point. So, kid's out. He should be in bed. Not walking the streets. So yeah, we're gonna move this skidder, load it up, go drag some walnut logs, try to get a little deal finished up. That way we can get moved to a different job, the job I looked at yesterday. And I'll talk more about that job next week when we start it. It's a pretty interesting job. Just the circumstances involved in it. So we'll talk about that next week when we get to it. But today we're going to do a little walnut logging. And I'm hoping I don't get stuck here, which I shouldn't have said anything. Shouldn't have said a word. Maybe, but I doubt it. We can shift into four-wheel drive here and get out. It's not soft, but we're loaded. Nope. That's it. We might as well just unload right here. Oh well. Let's get her off the trailer. We're already done. That didn't take very long, but you can see just right up there in that little lane where I just hit a soft spot, and that's where she stopped, which I unloaded, and it just pulled right out, so it wasn't no thing. It took longer to come out here and get these things, and come on, old girl. Yeah, there we go. It took longer to come out here and get these things than it did to actually drag them out, but we already had them cut and ready, so that's a plus. I better stay on the coal on this old truck. These cows, they wall around on this road that makes it slick and nasty and hard to do anything. Let's see if we can get out of here. Well, that about concludes today's adventure, which I wanted to do this yesterday. I wanted to do it yesterday. I had full intentions of doing it yesterday, and that rainstorm popped up. And it's a good thing because I would have got hung up yesterday as that little, it didn't rain a bunch, it just rained real hard, real fast. And we had some wind, it dried out, and the sun came out after that, so I'm sure it dried out, but my truck's muddy. As soon as we get home and dolly off this skidder and pedal hitch trailer, we're going to the car wash to wash this truck. But starting next week, we're going to start doing some shopping. We're shopping for two things. We're going to buy another skid steer, rubber track skid steer, and we're looking to buy another little grapple skidder, similar to this little 540B I got on here. And we're thinking about letting go of one of our 540B cable skidders. We're thinking about it. We're not sure yet because both of our cable skidders are just in pristine shape. I look at equipment all the time and watch equipment. I buy and sell a little bit of equipment from time to time, run a lot of equipment. And I just, like I said, as far as 540B cable skidders go, we've got two of the nicer ones I know available. Just as far as the rubber on them, the condition, the engine, you know, as far as it performs and runs, just the overall cosmetics of the machines. We've got two really nice 540Bs, and you guys that watch the videos know that. You've seen our little 540B cable skidders. But what I'd really like to do, I'd like to try to, gosh darn it, rough road. I'd like to try to upgrade from Bs to Ds. And I've had Ds before on the grapple and cables both. Love them. Love them, love them, love them. And they're hard to find, they're hard to come by. But that's kind of the mission. And as far as skid steers, I'm a die-hard deer guy. I've had deer skid steers before in the rubber tracks, the CTLs. But I'm thinking this time we'll probably go Caterpillar. I know the newer, like the D series, the E series, the new G series John Deere skid steers, the 333s. They're monsters, they're beasts, I love them, but like the new G's, I'm not shelling out 80 grand for a skid steer. Not doing it because we're lucky to put 200 hours a year on one of them. When you need them, those 200 hours are vital, but at the same time, 200 hours a year, I can't justify spending 80 grand on a machine and only using it 200 hours a year. So shopping starts next week for stuff, you know, for machines. I'm always shopping, but serious shopping. Gonna start cutting a little Java walnut, Aldridge, Missouri next week. As I said this morning, details on that. I'm excited and happy to work that job. Clients are super great people. Super great people. Just we walked the timber out and marked it yesterday, and it was a pleasant experience, and I hope it'll be a pleasant experience for everybody during the harvest process. So other than that, I had somebody ask me about my beard and mustache. Yeah, you can see it's kind of like handlebarred. I wax it from time to time, no lie. I put it in a little handlebar mustache. Won't shave the beard. Everybody asks me, is it hot? How do you do it? It's hot. Man, this thing ain't no hotter in the summer, and it don't keep me warm in the winter. Truth be told. All it does is catch sawdust. Other than that, got some new designs coming out for logger threads next week. So if you haven't seen we did the release on that yesterday. We haven't released the designs themselves, we released the names. We've got the Brotherhood, we've got the Veteran, and we've got the Cutter. And if you know logger threads, we capitalize the R's in there, kind of make it a little unique. There's no E, it's just an R. So be sure to check out logger threads. Really, the Instagram's active, with the logger threads Instagram transfers over to Facebook, blah, blah, blah. So check that out. Order yourself some new threads. We've been shipping orders. Man, the guys over in the UK and England, that's amazing. You guys have ordered some shirts, and I think that's awesome. We've sent some orders, a couple orders to Canada, to the guys up there. We've been sending orders all over the United States. We are in the process of building a new website for Logger Threads right now because things have really picked up on that. So if you're having trouble going to Logger Threads, the Facebook store, direct message us and we will get everything sent over to you. For if you can't shop there, let us know what you need. We'll get your size, the style of shirt. We'll get the bill sent over to you. It's all digital, so let us know on that. We'll take care of you. Timber Tracker is getting ready to release some really big things here this coming week, so stay tuned for that. But check out Timber Tracker on Facebook. Jeff Mason does a really good job of taking care of everybody on the Facebook page of Timber Tracker. So I think that's about it. Check all that stuff out, guys. I'm going to try to get this thing home, unload it, and it's off to the car wash. Guys, as always, thank you so much for watching our channel, following our pages, wearing the Logger Thread style, and using Timber Tracker. Guys, we will see you Monday. Talk to you later.